Wikicat crypto, is this gonna be the next Shiba or Doge? Well, let's find out. As you can see, it is up by 6.81% as at the time of filming this video. But please don't forget, nothing in this video is financial advice. Make sure you make personal research before you put your money into any crypto, as you can make a lot of money and you can also lose a lot of money. Now let's dive right into this. Down here, if we look at the stats, we can see that the market cap is about $9 million. If the token here gets a lot of traction and this maybe hits like $100 million, if you invest now, you might be making a lot of money. But well, before we talk about investment, let's look at a few things. On the official website of the Wikicat coin, it reads here, Wikicat is a unique deflationary meme token with a 1% slippage, a total of 1,000 trillion, 100% ownership renounced, and liquidity pool locked forever. And down here it also says that 1% of Wikicat tokens have been burnt so far. The goal of the project is to establish an NFT club, the Wikicat Club, where users can hold, buy, and sell unique NFTs on a P2P platform. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to research these claims and see how true they are before coming to a conclusion. Let's look at a few other things here. They had a fair launch. Here they also say that the liquidity pool is currently locked 100%. Okay, so we're going to be investigating all of these things to see how true they are. It's a community driven token. They have a 1% slippage. We're the only token that accepts a 1% slippage, since we want to allow the community to withdraw and deposit easily as a community first token. So this right here is their roadmap. They've got a phase 1. I think they've completed the phase 1 of this project. They have completed this because this token is now on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, right? So they have completed these phases, and they have other phases to complete, a lot of other things they have in the pipeline. Okay, so now let's go into kind of investigating this project a little bit to see how true these claims are. Over here we can see that it has close to 100% score, 80 out of 100. Okay, so that is pretty close to being perfect, right? So let's see some of the things here. Swap analysis. This token is sellable at the moment. Okay, this is pretty awesome to know, because there are a lot of new tokens out there. You put your money into them, you won't be able to sell them. So when you're researching a new project and you see this, it's a good sign. That means if you put your money into it and you decide to sell it immediately, you can sell it. Okay, and another thing to pay attention to is the buy fee. Okay, a token might be sellable, but it could have a high sell fee. So usually the buy fee and the sell fee have to be less than 5%. Okay, in this case we have as low as 2%, which is pretty awesome, which means that if you buy this token now but decide to sell it, you are only going to be parting with just 2%. Looking at the contract analysis, we can see that the contract socks has been verified. Okay, and not just that, that ownership has been renounced. Okay, so this is one good thing you also need to see when you're researching a project. Sometimes it's good to know that even when ownership is renounced in new projects like this, that the project could still rogue. So this is not like a guarantee that a project might not rogue, because new developers have new tricks of still roguing a project, right? Of course, we see here creator not authorized special permissions, and this is what you want to be sure you see in a project you want to put your money into. As we can see here, it says creator not authorized special permissions. And why? Because ownership has been renounced. Okay, if a project's ownership has not been renounced, that means the creator of the token could have some special permissions, which could include raising the sell fees of the project, and that way you would not be able to sell your tokens and the project will just be a slow rogue over time, right? Looking at the holders analysis, about 33.6% of the tokens are burned, and this information was on the website, which is pretty awesome to know. And according to this tool I'm using here, the circulating supply is about this amount, and the creator wallet contains less than 5% of the circulating supply. actually about 0.17%, which is awesome to know. So the owner does not have a bunch of tokens, okay, which means they cannot dump their bag and ruin the price of this project, okay. So all other holders possess less than 5% of the circulating token supply. So if we come to the liquidity analysis, we can see that it has adequate current liquidity, and it also had adequate initial liquidity. You can see the various quantities here and the platforms. And the next one is at least 95% of liquidity burned or locked, okay. So we can see that about 60.38% of this token is locked in Unicrypt, okay, until 27th of April 2024. So we have 436 days, 9 hours for about 60% of this token to be unlocked. And this is one of the things you want to see. This is locked for over a year, right? And then there is another 36.27% in Unicrypt again that is unlocked at the moment. It was locked until 27th of September 2022. As we can see here, it's expired. So I don't know what the developers of this token are doing about this 36.27%. At the time of filming this video, this quantity is expired. So if these guys are kind of honest, they might still relock this 36.27% that is unlocked. And the last metric here is the creator wallet contains less than 5% of the liquidity. Precisely is 0%. And if we go to BSC scan to take a look at the source code of the project, we can see that the language here is Solidity, the compiler version 0.4. I went through all of this. I looked at the modifiers used in the project, looked at the functions used in the project. I pretty much did not see any issues. Maybe I have to look at it again. If you don't understand Solidity, okay, one of the things you can do to understand what is here a bit is to kind of come over here where you have the read function here and click on that. So if we click on the name, it's going to give you the name of the token. You click on the total supply, it's going to show you the total supply of the token. It's going to show you the decimal if you go to the next. So this is where you have to paste an address to query the address, right? And of course, this here is the fees address. You can investigate that address, and then let's go to owner's address. Okay, so you can see that the owner's address is full of these zeros, which means that ownership has been renounced actually. So there are no special permissions granted the address. And if we go to the contract audit by fair proof, right, we can see that this auditing firm was able to find only one issue, right? Total findings, one issue, has not been resolved yet. Okay, so here they give you an idea to the issues present. There were 0 critical issues, high issues all resolved, right? 1 medium issue, okay, not resolved yet. Low issues all resolved, info all resolved, right? So what's my final verdict on this? Okay, I would invest in a project like this, but of course investing only what I can afford to lose. So if you're interested in putting your money into this project, make sure that you are investing only what you can afford to lose. If you lose the money, it wouldn't shake you. Okay, so this is it for this video. This is Briggs LBs, and it's your guy Ken signing off.